Welcome back to Living Local. Bishop Hill is a local town with a fascinating history. The special 19th century community hosts a variety of events to help folks experience its rich heritage. One of its holiday happenings is Julmarknad, where Swedish traditions come alive. Joining us via Zoom today is Todd Decker with Bishop Hill Heritage Association. Todd, thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
All right, let's before we actually talk about Julmarknad, let's talk about the Bishop Hill Heritage Association first. What are you guys all about? What do you do?
Well, we're a nonprofit historical organization dedicated to preserving the history and heritage of Bishop Hill. Bishop Hill was started as a religious communal colony by Swedish immigrants in 1846, and today it's a state historic site and national historic landmark. And what we try to do with our programs and festivals and other events is to teach people about their past, specifically our Swedish and rural roots.
And it's a cool past that you guys bring back to life. Let's talk about now Julmarknad itself. What does that word actually mean?
Julmarknad is Swedish for Christmas market. And Christmas market started in Germany back in the 13th century, spread all over Europe, and started in Sweden in the 14th century. So our Christmas market is of a Swedish variety.
Okay, so your version of Julmarknad has a whole lot of things going on at it. Let's talk about some of them. What specific Swedish traditions will be coming to life at it this year?
Well, we have the traditional Swedish decorations in a lot of our businesses and museums. We have handmade, unique Christmas gifts for sale. Some are imported from Sweden. And then we also have tried to teach the public about the various Swedish folk characters associated with Christmas. For example, we have, in Sweden they have something called Christmas elves called Tomten or Tomte. This is a little Christmas elf. This is a Tomte here, made out of reindeer hair. So we tell the story of the Tomtes around town. Another popular Christmas item is a Julebock, which is a Swedish Christmas goat. And again, we try to teach our visitors about that. This is a straw one that is pretty common in Sweden. And another Christmas folk character that they use a lot is a doll horse, which is a painted wooden horse that was originally made for children toys and now are collectibles from Sweden. So all these things will be all over the place in Bishop Hill.
Those are all, really cool, very historical looking there. Now let's move on to food. Some people's favorite parts in these types of events. What type of Swedish foods are going to be around?
Some of the specialty items that we bring in here is pickled herring. Another one is potato sausage. It's sausage, which also includes potato, onions, and other seasonings. That's a common dish they use during Christmas. We also have glögg, which is a type of fruity mix. It's a drink that can be mixed either with an alcoholic beverage like a wine or a non-alcoholic beverage. But glögg was originally used to keep people warm in Sweden during the winter time, and now it's kind of associated with Christmas as well. So those are some of the items, food items, specialty items that we just ship in for Christmas only. There are other ones that are all over town, like Lucia buns and other items.
Okay, so we got the stuff, we got the food. Let's talk about entertainment things that'll be going on at Julmarknad. What's going on with that? Well,
yeah, usually in the past we have a lot more activities, but with COVID we had to cut back a little bit. So again, we have everyone's decorating for Christmas. We have in the Steeple Building Museum, we have a Christmas display talking about the Swedish folk characters and history of Sweden and model trains. There'll be Christmas music playing outdoors for people to listen to as they go from shop to shop. And then, of course, each business have their own unique Christmas items, some import from Sweden. A lot of it's handmade items, and that goes back to our Swedish Christmas market history, because in Sweden, the way they do Christmas markets is in the town square, and local craftspeople come in with tents, believe it or not, in November, December, they have tents, and sell their handmade items outdoors. We don't have tents here, but we do have handmade items. And that's one thing that's kind of unique about Bishop Hill is we have a broom maker, we have a potter, we have artists, we have jewelry maker. The items you get here in Bishop Hill are not common, they're unique. We don't have any brand name stores, they're all local small businesses. So you find some unique things in Bishop Hill you won't find anywhere else.
There you go. And yeah, I like buildings better than tents. That sounds a little bit warmer. You mentioned this earlier, Todd. Let's talk about some of those safety protocols and just what will be different this year for people to expect who might have been to Julmarknad in the past.
It's pretty much the same what a lot of other businesses are doing in the area. All our businesses have capacity limits. Our restaurants are right now doing carry-out or outdoor seating, weather permitting. Masks are required indoors as well. And again, we just ask people to also social distance when they're going outside, when we're going from building to building. And in addition, we want people, as we can tell from the news reports, things are changing. So we would recommend to people to check with one of our contact numbers or Facebook or websites and to see, before they come out here, to see what the changing restrictions are.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Okay, Todd, so right now, what is the when and where and all the details that people will need to know?
Oh, of course. Christmas market starts right after Thanksgiving. It's November 27th, 28th, and 29th. And it's also the first weekend of December as well. And the hours are from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. And then Sundays is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And everything's open. All our restaurants are open, all our stores are open, all our museums are open, following coronavirus protocols, of course. And Bishop Hill is only about 40-45 minutes away from Rock Island. It's a nice little getaway out in the middle of the country. And again, it's an opportunity for people to get a taste of Sweden, at least of the Christmas variety.
Yeah, definitely. Get out of town, go back in time a little bit and see something different. Todd DeDecker with Bishop Hill Heritage Association, thank you so much for joining us today and telling us more about Julmarknad coming up soon.
Thank you for having me.
All right, for more information, you can check out the website on your screen, visit bishophill.com, and we'll also have those details posted on our website too, ourquadcities.com.